Good morning, welcome to a morning review on Friday the 13th of March. This is Kim Watson speaking for Easy Trader. So looking at the euro dollar first, and as you can see yesterday we did actually manage to put a bit of a reversal in. There were some decent individual bars on the analyses, etc. It looked quite reasonable. Tester now is whether we can actually we've come back retesting this lower band here. It's whether we could push on up towards the 21.34.50 again. So it's whether it can continue making progress on the 4 hourlies. From an hourly perspective, we sort of switched into this wedgy sort of pattern here. If it can break out the upper side of the wedge, that may put us on towards yesterday's highs, and maybe even towards back into the monthly R3 sort of area. We're right out of the bottom. S3 rather, right out of the bottom of these support levels. It may just bring us back in a little bit, but oops, sorry. But maybe a bit of a big ask, but that certainly can be on the cards in terms of mileage. Okay, looking at the pound dollar. At the moment we're slightly long in our trading room on the pound dollar, looking for some further upside here. It double bottomed this morning across the lows here from yesterday. It's quite a harsh sell-off. Now we could see it coming back towards the 8 and push on upwards. It's very difficult to sort of estimate where it could be. The more predictable number is 149.20. If we can get up towards that area, that's marvellous. There's part way there. It could even push back towards that hourly 50. So at the moment, plugging along nicely. There's a lot of short-term resistance in the way because of the big sell-off yesterday. But as I say, if it can push up, we got some reasonable sort of levels to be heading for. To the downside, well, if it breaks yesterday's lows, I'll be bearish again on it. At the moment, I'm only part-time bullish on it in the short term. Looking for today, maybe it could run a bit more beyond that, but we'll have to watch how the euro runs as well. Looking at dollar yen, got some figures here. Really looking to see if it breaks this trend line here on the hourlies, but key things here was looking at what's going on the dailies, and we're still up in this sort of zone. I could see yet another consolidation phase beginning in these levels, as certainly possible. With cable running up and, well, euro trying a little bit. As well, we could see the yen pulling down, so we may have a sort of move similar to yesterday's, what we saw yesterday. So looking there, the potential break of this trend line back down to its daily pivot 121 there. It could even run below that, but let's just sort of take one part. I'll be looking at one thing at a time. There are support levels and previous highs across this area and previous lows, so the pivot makes a reasonable sense, and it could just consolidate today. No real news until later on when we've got the Canadian dollar news coming out, the jobs report there. Okay, looking at the Aussie. The Aussie's taken a bounce. It's quite a nice move here as well. Come off its lower band on the 4 hourlies, 8 moving average, 21 moving average. There's quite a stack of support that was just sitting around that sort of region. It's previously, yesterday it ran into a bit of resistance on the daily upper bands, the 4 hourly 50 there. But if it can now continue in this sort of bullish mode, we could see yesterday's highs taken out and continue. I've also found some support for the daily pivot here, so I've got a trend line that I'm sort of looking at. If it can kick up enough and break that, then really looking for it to run back up to that weekly pivot level of around about 77.63 sort of region. Okay, so at the moment I'm really looking at a bit of a drop in the dollar maybe, and a push up, but we'll just see how these run. It's no surprises with all the resistance that sits in between most of them. If we do see retracements on the way there, so it may be a rocky old road. Okay, that's it. As I say, Canadian jobs report out 12:30 today, and not much else. Have a great day. Bye for now, and a great weekend, of course. Bye.